Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello friends, welcome to the channel DevDBQA. In today's video, we will see how we can handle the frames that are present on the web page using the Selenium WebDriver. So friends, if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon to get regular updates. On this channel you can get videos related to manual testing, automation testing and programming languages as well. So let's start with our today's video. So in today's video, we will go to this website jquery.ui.com/selectable and then we will click on any of these items. So for clicking on these items, we have to identify these elements using the locators. So for writing the locators, what we have to do, we have to just press F12 on our keyboard and this tab is displayed on the below screen. Then we have to click on this pointer and take this pointer to the element that we want to click. So this is the element that we want to click, right? So this is the HTML code that is written for that element. So I have installed CrowPath in my system, which gives the XPath, which also gives the CSS selector for the elements. Or you can also write your own XPath. I have shown you in my previous videos. I will give the link in the description. You can go there and learn how to write on XPath. Okay, so we will use CrowPath for finding out the XPath for this element. So for that I have to click on this tab here and the XPath is displayed. So we will copy it and let us make a new class for our today's video. For that we have to right click on package, then we have to go to new and class. So let us name the class as iframe ex. Okay, and we will select the option for void main and click on finish. So this will create a new class and the main function will be present. So we will use Chrome browser for our video. So let me quickly copy the code for invoking the Chrome browser. Okay, so after invoking the Chrome browser, we have to go to the website. For that we will write driver.get. I will copy the website address and paste it here. Right, so this is the website on which we have to go. Now we have to click on that element. So I will copy the XPath of that element. And for clicking on the element, what we have to do, we have to write driver.find element. So first of all, we have to find that element. So for finding the element, we have to write driver.find element and in the arguments by XPath. And the XPath that we have copied, I will paste it here. And the operation that we have to perform is click. So it will go to that website and click on that element. And after that we will write driver.close. Right, so let us see what happens when we run this code. So now it should open the Chrome browser. Now as you can see, Chrome browser is getting opened and the website should be opened on that. So the website is here, it is being loaded and it have to click on the element, but it have not clicked. Let us see what happened. So there is an exception that we have got. Let us see what is this. So it says no such element, unable to locate the element, right? So the WebDriver is not able to locate this element. Let us go back to the website and see that this element is present inside the iframe. So as you can see, the element is present inside the iframe. So this is the way to identify that the element is present inside an iframe or not, is that the tag should start with the iframe. So this tag is starting with iframe, that means it is a frame type. So we have to handle it so that we are able to click on these elements. So first of all, we have to go to this iframe, and after that we can click on these elements. So for that, in Selenium there is a function called driver.switch2.frame. So this is the function by which we can switch to any frame, right? So for switching to frame, we have to write driver.switch2.frame, and in the arguments we have to give the locator of that frame. So to find out the locator, we have to go to website, and when I click on this iframe tag, the crow path gives the XPath for that iframe. So I will copy it, or you can write your own XPath. So I will copy the XPath from here, and here I have to write driver.findElement by.xpath, and the XPath we have copied, I have to paste it here, right? So now it will switch the control of the WebDriver to this frame, and after that we can perform the operation of click, right? So it means for accessing any element inside an iframe, we have to first switch to that frame, and after that we can perform our operations on that frame. So now let us save it and see if it works as expected or not. So now the Chrome browser should be invoked. As you can see, Chrome browser is getting opened and the website is being loaded. So as you can see, no exception is displayed and the WebDriver clicked on that element. We were not able to see because the driver was closed. So let me put a sleep of 5 seconds here so that we are able to see what is happening on the screen. So using this, I have implemented a sleep of 5 seconds so that we are able to see. Now I will save it and click on run. Now it should open the Chrome browser and the website. Then it should click on the element. Now the website is being loaded. Once it is loaded, the element should be clicked. So now as you can see, the element is selected. Now after 5 seconds, it has closed the browser. So using this function, we can switch to that frame, and after the switching, we can perform our desired operations. So one thing that we have to take care is that after performing all the actions that are required on that iframe, we have to switch back to the original control. For switching back to the original control on the website or the web page, we have to write driver.switch2.default content. So what it will do, it will switch the control of the WebDriver back to the web page from the iframe. So for performing the operations, first we have to switch to that iframe, then we will perform the operations, and after performing the operations, we will switch back to the web page which was opened by the WebDriver. So for that, we have to write driver.switch2.default content. If we do not write this line of code, then we will not be able to perform operations on the other elements of the web page. We will be only able to perform operations on that frame that we have switched to. Right, for performing the operations on other elements that are not present in the iframe, we have to switch back to the original content. For that, we have to write this line driver.switch to default content. So after writing this, we can perform all our operations that we have to perform on the web page. So that's all guys for this video. So let me save it and run it once to see if there is any error or not. So let me run it and check if it is working as expected or not. So it will open the website and it will click on that element, and after that it will switch the control back to the web page, which we will not be able to notice because we have not performed any action on the web page. So now any exception or any error is not displayed. That means our code is working fine. So that's all for today's video. If you like my video, then please hit the like button. Please subscribe and press the bell icon to get regular updates. And if you have any suggestions, then please comment in the comment section. Thank you.